If someone steals your work and gives you the credit for it, they take it without asking, but then they give you credit when they're asked where you got it from. That's flattery. You could take that as flattery. If someone's imitating you and they ask, where'd you get that style from? And you tell them, you could take that as flattery. But if someone steals your work and then they try to play it off as if they were the genius that came up with what they are just repeating what you actually came up with, what was given to you because of your rank, because of your work, that what the 3D people love to say, hard work. I don't believe in that. But what, all the work you went through. And then they just want to try to jump on the bandwagon like, yay, let me just attach myself to that person like a leech. And let me just automatically benefit off of what they've been gifted with and what I haven't. That's robbery. That's like if somebody came into your house, guys, and they didn't ask you for the stuff that you worked for. And when you came home to use your stuff, you found out it was being used down the street, sold by somebody else. And they were telling the story, which was your story of how they came about it, because they stalked you and watched you. What spirit is that? How crazy is that, right? But it is what it is. So I don't take it as flattery when you attempt to steal. And then, I'd say attempt because really, come on, man. If you've been watching me, and then my people don't play about me. So if you've been watching me, and then you already know that I unmasked the mask. So there's nothing getting away with anything. What I have is tolerance. That's what I have. It takes discipline to be able to have the power to destroy you. And then I still show mercy. I still show pity. I still give you grace. Allow you time to humble yourself. You know what I mean? Pay homage. Give your respect to who you need to give your respect to. You know what I'm saying? That's how that game works. So, once again, the more power, the more discipline. But the clowns that try to steal my work, they don't have the discipline. So what you have is a copycat, right? You have somebody that'll try to talk, try to get your frequency, but I'll never get your frequency. Can't get in mine because mine's, if it was that easy to get into, and then you'd already be me. You'd be able to do extraordinary things already. I can work a pendulum like I've never seen nobody able to work a pendulum ever. And the things I've showed you guys is just minimal. And so, and the gifts and the things that I can do. And when the time comes, I'll know who to teach. When the time comes for my gifts, because my gifts are no joke. They come with a lot of power. So when it comes time, I'll know who to teach. But let me tell you who I woke up today with, guys, and I was already thinking, I have to do this because it was a download in my mind, and I have to do this. I want to change DNAs of families. You know what I mean? Like you came from a church, dead church thinking, and I'm going to do a pendulum thing on a swing on that. And we're going to talk to some folks, and I'm going to let you guys see, is the church alive and active? You're going to see that the church is dead, meaning little belief, very little faith. People are just as broken as anybody else, and they've been there for years, not weeks or months, and it's still very little to no change. So I'm just going to show you guys that this is all real stuff. And I only show so you can get better. It's not even like I'm trying to hold you back, because where you're at is holding you back, believe it or not. Because 5 years, Put yourself on a 5-year scale. What are you looking like now from wherever you go worship at, wherever that can be? 5 years now later, where are you at? Are you 5 years stronger? Are you 5 years with 5 years worth of manifestations you can tell people? And if you are you teaching people then? And if you are you sharing your story with people? Are you helping others? Not helping grow your own business, not helping you grow your pockets. No, are you teaching people? Are you sharing? Are you telling people how they can become extraordinary, exceptional? Are you showing and telling people not how to become the best, you know, worker, not saying how to become the best athlete, not telling them how to become the best salesman, not telling them how to become even the best business owner or anything of that sort. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with any of those things. But what I'm saying is, are you doing your part? Are you out there telling them? Are you out there helping someone? Are you out there uplifting? Are you out there becoming love and light? Are you out there putting good karma out? Are you out there putting out bad karma? So when your days look like they're going pretty good, the bad karma comes and takes that little bit that you thought was good away. I mean, it's all up to you. What are you doing? I mean, you're creating it. They're your choices. And whatever you decide to do is attached with karma. There's a price tag to everything that you decide to do. So if you decide to steal, because I heard a reader the other day, she's cool, but she was wrong here, completely wrong. And with the comments turned off, you couldn't respond, right? Because I most definitely would have put some light on that darkness. But if somebody comes to steal your work, she was like, take that as flattery, because at least your message went out and the message did good. I get that part. You're like, hey, if I get that part, and I'm gonna clean that up. I get that part, but that's too sleep for me. I'm way past that. I've been way past that. My rank is past that. Whether they know it, don't know it, means nothing to me. My life isn't bothered. Period. And mine is public. So, she was saying you should take that as flattery if they stole your work, because you shouldn't want to feel like the only one that does it. No. That's too weak for me. I'm not calling her weak. That response is way too weak for someone of my caliber. Not for me. They didn't go sit down somewhere else. Because with me, this is my response to that. You come into my house to steal? My house. You come into my house? And you want to steal from me? You want to take what I worked for? You want to take what's mine? As if it's yours? As if you got the audacity to come into my house? As if it's your house? As if you pay the bills up in there? And steal from me? And take freely what you haven't worked for? And because my message is light, the thief that stole it, the darkness that stole it, the evil that stole it, used it as if they did the work. They went through it. They got it. They are the 1111. They're connected. They have a legion. They can go on live and say they got a legion. They can let the pendulum swing and say what they got and see right then and there, is it yay or nay? There's no, it's all transparency when you 100 like me, right? If they made me in a bottle, everybody would want to buy it. Because they all want a dose of this. What this feels like to walk like this, talk like this, and not be bothered by nobody. I don't care how many degrees or accolades I got hanging on a wall, how many views, how many subscribers means nothing to me, because that's not power. I know what power is, period. I never wore a mask, ever. Only when I had to, walking into an institution, only because they said I had to. Other than that, me and my kids had to show the world that the God we serve is stronger than the mask. And I went 3 years, never sick, no cold, not a sniffle, not a nothing. and shook hands with everybody that wasn't afraid and hugged everybody that wasn't afraid. And everybody was like, you guys are crazy, you're this, you're that, you're this, and blah, 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 because all that fear. And at the end of the day, nothing happened in me. And some of them caught COVID multiple times. Some passed, some caught it. But me, the crazy guy that they thought was crazy, due to their fear, never had me with a mask on. I was all up in public, breathing everybody's air. Ah, good old prana. Yes. I'm a boss. I talk it and walk it. I like the way it looks. So what I'm saying is, she's an amazing reader. But that response was no. No, 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 no. Because we're going to keep it straight up, no chaser right here. If someone comes in, steals your work, and the message that they gave out, because it was your message, which was light and it was good, that's great. The people that was in the audience will still get an opportunity and chance to walk away with your amazing, powerful message, which is awesome. But you cannot overlook the darkness, the low vibrational creature, which is the thief. Because to be a thief, you have to be in low vibration. So you cannot overlook the low vibrational creature that is a leech. What do they call that? A parasite sucking off of you because they have no creativity of their own. You cannot overlook that elephant in the room, that big old fat, pink, distorted, dysfunctional elephant that's in the room. You can't overlook that. You just can't. That has to be addressed. So that will be addressed. So let me tell you guys how this works out. What the devil, what you would perceive the devil, that evil entity, that evil energy they put on, that wants to still be that parasite, that entity will be dealt with. My ancestors don't play about me. That entity or entities will all be dealt with. I sleep good every night because I don't have to worry about anything. The pendulum swings, it's a wrap. Has never not came back wrong on what they said they was going to do on anybody, period. Good or bad. Blessing them or got to put a little chastisement in. Give them a little downtime. So, when they speak, when my ancestor speaks, it is what it is. Because that's God speaking through them, because I'm spiritually connected. So that person or persons will deal with karma. And it's more than one person. So these people will deal with karma, right? For the theft. Even though they did good work, think about it. So it's like this. It's like, this is how I look at that analogy. That analogy sucked. Why should I still be happy? She was like, you should be happy. You should be flattered. No, I'm not flattered. No, I'm not. That's not how I'm used to flattery. Don't come to me like that. That ain't my energy. That's not my frequency. No, 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 no. No, for these people that has put in way less work than I've put in, that's not my frequency. Absolutely no. 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 So, my frequency is, like I said before, but let me say this, it's going to mean the same thing. You come into my house, and that's like a thief stealing your possessions. But then they took your possessions to someone else, a poor neighborhood, or even somebody with wealth or whatever. They just buy hot goods, right? And they sell your goods to them. And it might have been something they needed, like, bro, I needed this, whatever it was, right? And so it actually did benefit the third party who bought it because they got something they didn't need. And they could even wrapped it up and gave it as a gift and paid it forward to someone else. And they don't even know where it came from. So there's no karma attached to it when they get it. It's just pure innocence. That's like God in the Bible when he says, when you sit at a table, don't ask the people where the food came from. Because God's like, look, bro, I told you everything's all good to eat. But if you start asking questions, then I also said, if you feel convicted and you still eat it, to you it was a sin. So look, if it smells good, looks good, just thank me for it and get to eating. So that was just a quick side note. So look, guys. So to that other last person, it would just be a gift, right? No karma attached to it or not. So out of the evil, good still came out of it. They got that from the Bible too. What the devil meant for evil, God turned to good. All this stuff is pretty much taken out the Bible, but they just label it different, but you can match it all up. Almost word for word, scripture to what everybody's life coaching or spiritual work or whatever, however they want to label it, because I'm in all of it. This is my world, the spiritual world, this realm, the tarot readers, the psychics, the empaths, this is my world. So yes, guys, everybody, let me say this, deserves to be treated with respect, and obviously that's not always going to happen, and it's for reasons to test you, to put you through tests to see, they help you, go to higher extensions in life and things of that nature. I get it, but I'm not taking it as flattery. Flattery, you steal from me, you didn't tell me, but when they asked you, you gave me my credit. Boom. That's flattery. It's not flattery when you try to act like you're the one on that level and you went through all the blood, sweat, and tears. No, that doesn't mean you want to be the only one that knows how to do it. I don't know nobody that knows how to work a pendulum like me. Nobody. I've checked all over the place. And that's just the small stuff I display. And I haven't seen that. So it's not about you want to be the only body. No, you don't want to, when you have real power at this level, you don't want to, you have to be very careful who you allow to be your students. You have to be very careful because see, I wear no mask. COVID never frightened me. When it first hit and everybody was running to the store, I told me and my girls, I put my hands out and said, stay still and watch the power of our God work. We ain't going nowhere until everybody has bought everything. And then we'll go. And everybody's like, there's not going to be nothing left. You guys aren't going to have anything. And I'm just looking at all these church people, just like, okay. And religious people, I don't want to just put it on the church, religious people. All the fear. When God put a test on them, churches crumbled all across America. Crumbled all around the world. Temples, churches, crumbled. Everybody had the same paranoia fear. They all wore that same energy. They all went to the store and grabbed one thing, two things, panic and fear. And when they had that on, they also had doubt. They also had I'm scared to die. And there was all kinds of crazy stuff going on. I never once stepped into the energy, ever. Never seen one newscast. Never anything on it. Never bothered me. I stayed in my own energy. I stayed with my guides, with my spiritual team that was way bigger than a virus. That was way bigger than the pandemic fear everybody was running with. I was hanging with my people, my friends and family, in different realms. I have passages everywhere. Your devils, your demons you try to send to me are friends with me. They be like, hey, what's up? They know I can't fade you. You got way too many people backing you, too many people with you. And it's because you did the work. And so God rewarded you. Doesn't matter if people think you're bragging, boasting. So what? Tell them to do the work you did. They can't handle being alone for 6 weeks, 2 weeks. Tell them do it for 10 years and you're not in prison. Tell them do it for 11 and you're not in prison. Tell them how long can they roll and be studying and fighting demonic demons and learning it all by yourself. In the flesh, meaning no one in the physical to help you. No one. Just you. All by yourself in a room, all by yourself. Figuring it out all by yourself, making all the mistakes all by yourself. Paying for every mistake with pain. With pain. Because there was no teacher. Because there was no guidance. Because there was no helper. Trying to understand what's going on, at the same time understand your spiritual awakening, not even knowing what a spiritual awakening is, because you don't have nobody to talk to. Not understanding what's going on because you only knew church stuff, and they never talk about anything of this level or caliber. So there's so much lack of knowledge, you're drowning in pain. All by yourself, while raising 2 small girls. And it wasn't like you had help of people that understood what you were going through and that was supportive and was telling you can do it and it's all right and you can make it, and you created your own affirmations and put them on a board. I had to create my own affirmations, guys. I had to be my biggest cheerleader. That's why being by myself now, it's nothing. Hermit mode to me is meditation mode as far as I'm concerned. I've lived in that energy for so long. But in that energy, I got all my power. In that energy, I got all my knowledge. In that energy, I got all my strength. In that energy, I got all of my endurance, all my courage. In that energy, I got to know who my ancestors was, and who my angel guides, and who Archangel Michael was, and the other archangels, and different angels, and just that whole spiritual realm. And I got to know who my personal guardian angel is, which most people who live and die and never know that, which is a travesty all by itself. Someone given to you by God and to watch over your every move, and you have no idea who they are. You never even once said hello. You never even once made a connection. Now that's a travesty. That's robbery. Not knowing God and then not knowing who God gave. Wow. Anyway, so I went through a whole lot. A whole lot, guys. But I made it. I'm here. Told you I'm the only one left on the rock wall. And I heard somebody talk about, because you're a teacher. I think it was my same people. Because you're a teacher, they had mentioned, and then God's going to send you someone broken. I'm thinking, hold up. Let's pump some brakes on that. I'm saying, she's saying, why wouldn't he send you someone broken? Okay, hold up. Because obviously you have not went a decade like I have. So let me just shed some light. Because after a decade by myself, all by myself, doing it by myself, that right there already cut out a whole lot of people. I learned a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. I know a lot of things now. And I'm just saying, see, I lost my train of thought. I'm out here in the back. Because that's what happens when I have more than one thing racing through my mind, because I want to say something. So bad I got to slow down there because, I'm talking a little about everything right now. I'm just talking. I made my point on that other thing already. That is not robbery. I mean, that is not flattery. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. It's coming right now. It's coming. It's coming. Oh yeah. Okay. She was mentioning if somebody was coming to you, broken or whatever, you're gonna have people coming to you broken. I get that. I've been having people coming to me broken. Newsflash for all my beautiful people out there. Okay, I've been fixing people before I even knew all what I know. It was just must have been a part of me. I've been feeding people before I knew what I knew. It must have just been a part of me. You can date back and look at my history and see that people will be like, yep, he did this for me, and yep, he did that for us, and that's what me probably, I was not knowing any of this. So I'm saying, after you went through this much time, right? I figure, universe, they're going to send you someone or whatever the case may be. Send someone on your level. So now the two of you can go and fix those that are broken. But you don't want to go from all of this time you've been where you've been, right? Going through all the stuff you've been going through. Just to have to link up with somebody that have to go through more stuff, that's not feeling good. That doesn't feel like, oh yeah, that's awesome. That doesn't feel like that. Not at all. That doesn't even feel right. Straight up, it just doesn't. Because you're like, man, so shouldn't it be like a victory party? Shouldn't it be like, I can exhale right now? I've been fighting. It ain't like I ain't been putting it down. I'm a straight up soldier. I'm my God's soldier. I'm his favorite. So I'm like, look, Daddy, can you send me someone healed? That's not going to be a headache to me, a karmic to me. I don't have to worry about them with my kids and all that type of stuff. I don't have to be I don't have to pull pendulums on them to figure out what's going on. I don't even want all that. I'm dealing with the broken for you already. I'm already giving them what they don't even say thank you for already. I'm already putting out what they're ungrateful for already, but they take and lick it up and sap it up and eat it up, and then they just stay quiet about it. They watch, they stalk. I know all that. So it ain't like they're loving light. They're just on the road of, I don't know, trying to get what they can get, trying to heal in a place from hiding, trying to heal from a place of stealing, trying to heal from a place of not giving gratitude, trying to heal from a place of not showing no gratitude or thankfulness or anything. No, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I just distorted energy. I'm a master at manipulating energy. So that's something else people don't have a gift of or know how to do. But I do. Probably never even heard of it, but I am. So there's just a lot of things. So my energy, my frequency flows a lot different than the average person because I'm far from regular. So I can't get spoken to like a regular person, treated like a regular person. I'm going to dismiss all of it, period. And I'll never take a loss, ever. Because I only dismiss foolishness or people that are too slow to keep up or too slow to move forward. I got to let them go because I have things to do here. I have work to do. I'm on a mission. They're either a part of it or they can watch it. It is what it is. So that's what I'm thinking. Give me somebody already like, don't have to be all the way there where I'm at because I'm really, really high. So, but just for what I asked for, you know what I mean? Just not karmic. I don't have to be using my intuition every 5 seconds on them and all that. Just, no. But, give me somebody that I can work with and I can build from here. If they see what I get, what I have, what I'm able to do, I don't have to worry about them, trying to flip it, my stuff somewhere else to use for evil or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying on that. Other than that, amazing reader. Amazing. Absolutely. And on that note, guys, I'm Trickett. You guys are all amazing. I just came out here in the back to just chill for a second. And who knows, man, I tell you, when the spirit takes over, he just likes to talk. When they want to talk, they want to talk, right? I didn't even come to do this. I didn't even come to do any of this. I just came to just chill. I was just going to say something real quick about the thief. And look, it went from the thief to all of this. No, I don't take it as flattery. You want a flattery? Take it and then tell everybody that you got it from me. So they know who to come to when they need their true help. And if you're at the level of helping them, and then you help them with what you learned from me and what you got from anyone else. I'm all for that. I approve this message. But don't take it. Try to flip it for good. But you're still a thief. You ain't no Robin Hood. That ain't Robin Hood. Because who you robbing from? A chosen one? Man, I'm out. I do not do crazy energy at all. I'm gone. Hey guys, you guys are amazing. It is Super Sunday, guys. And vibe high. Because the higher you vibe, the more love you put out. The more love you put out, the more love you're going to get back. The more love you put out, the more protection you get back. The more blessings you get back. And on that note, guys, you can believe it, don't believe it, whatever you decide to do today, if you like it, I love it. You know my saying. And on that note, I am out. Peace. Have a beautiful day, beautiful people.